Hey everybody, I'm Stony, and for all intents and purposes, I run Ankh Farm here in western Montana, in the beautiful Bitterroot Valley. And welcome to our channel, or our Facebook page, depending on where you're seeing this. We encourage you to follow us on both. Tell you a little bit about what Ankh Farm is. Two primary focuses with the Facebook and the YouTube output: inspiration and education. There's a lot of YouTube channels out there, tons of Facebook pages out there that teach gardening, farming, especially, today's latest groove of organic, biointensive, all natural, small scale, any number of terms you want to apply. Our focus on inspiration is to get people to realize you can grow your own food, and to educate folks on how and why they should do that. Ankh Farm consists of two sites. One is a 2-acre growing area that is about 1.5 acres of vegetable and bush or ground fruits, and 1/2 acre of established orchard that we're going to be adding to. That is Ankh Farm, and it's currently under development. We had to go in and basically clear the vast majority of it. There were some junk cars, an old house trailer. You can see the video on the Ankh Farm Facebook page, and if I think of it before I post this, I'll link it right up here on top. Clearing that out, we had to remove some evergreen trees. They were taken out by a tree guy, root ball and all, so that they could be put in somewhere else. We didn't just kill them. So that's under development, and it'll go into full development and production in, well, probably March or April of 2018, as money is available or resources. The other farm is actually my 1-acre homestead, and it's about 1/3 production right now for gardening, and of course we have chickens too. It's called Ankh. So if you ever hear me referring on either one of the channels, YouTube or Facebook, to Ankh, that's the one I'm referring to. Is the smaller of the two. The X stands for experimental, and that's where we're going to try different growing mediums. We're going to be trying our hand at growing things that people say we can't grow here in the particular area we're in. I love those challenges, by the way. We're going to be doing different types of tests on fertilizers, different types of comparative testing, to see what works and what doesn't work, and we can pass that along to you. The purpose of this particular channel, and it'll be working hand in hand with our Facebook page. By the way, you're encouraged to follow both of those, Ankh Farm on YouTube and Facebook. I want to explain the basics of growing food in very simple terms. I'm not into all the scientific things. We can get into all of the technical terms and chemical formulations that you want to. The average person doesn't need to know this, and more importantly, doesn't care, and quite frankly, most of it doesn't matter if you follow some basic rules for growing. Another reason for this is to cover considerations that other people don't. For example, where we're at here, we're at 3,500 feet above sea level, in a valley that spans from 1 mile wide to 10 or 12 miles wide and runs 70 miles, And above that 3,500 foot level, we have high range mountains on both sides. That gives us a unique microclimate. Us at 3,500 feet is not the same growing, not the same considerations for growing that somebody else at 3,500 feet has when they're on a vast open plain. Wind, humidity, all these things. We'll get into that in another video. But, so I'll explain things that other people don't mention, because you watch some of these channels and they're like, oh, you do this, 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 and this, and everything's awesome. Well, you got to think about things like your microclimate. We want to inspire people to grow some of their foods, at least some of your own food. There's nothing better, nothing more satisfying than going out, picking a whole bunch of fruits and vegetables, walking it into the kitchen, washing it, prepping it, sitting down at the table and eating it. The average meal in the U.S. travels 1,200 miles from producer to consumer. That's from the field to your dinner table. People don't consider that. And there's some very important health issues to discuss on that. That'll be another video down the road. So at least, you know, we want to inspire you to at least try to grow some of your own food. Oh boy, I have notes. That's why I keep looking down. We want to educate people about those food systems. The 1,200 mile meal, the 3,000 mile steak. I'll tell you that story someday. I want to provide folks with tried and true proven methods from our experience, myself and other people that are involved in this. Not something that we read in a book and go, well, this is the recommendation. A recommendation's all good and fine. We're going to do this. If I keep up with it, we'll show you that we're doing it. And we're going to share with you both our successes and our failures along with the methodology so that you can duplicate this in your own efforts. I think it's very important to show you failures that we use to learn from. We want to take you along on our journey. Like I said, Ankh Farm is in massive development. It hasn't been touched for any purpose in years. So we're starting from literally scrub ground. We'll take you along on that journey. And Ankh X, we're going to take you along on the journey of trying things to see what will and won't work, and the considerations that go along with our particular area. Things that we know and learn and experience with particular crops or plants, and we'll share those with you. We want you to come along with us. Finally, we want to entertain you a little bit along the way. I'm not an expert. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be the garden dude. There's a lot of people out there, that's what they are, or at least how they're billed. Great, wonderful. If they're giving you valuable information, go check their stuff out. There are going to be people that I'm going to recommend along the way, and I'm going to try really, 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 really hard not to bash anybody that I run across unless they're just out and out wrong, no matter where you are or what your effort is. Our purpose is not to be the place that has a handle on everything. We don't. We never will. Nobody does. Lastly, I want to explain to you the name of the farm. Ankh Farm, or Ankh X for the experimental farm. The Ankh is an ancient Egyptian symbol. It looks like a cross with a teardrop-shaped loop at the top of it. And what it is it's a symbol for life. More specifically, it's a symbol for the essence of life. Drill down into that a little bit, and it kind of reflects the importance of food and being connected to your food. It's essential for life. Drilling deep down into that, you run across the philosophy that you'll hear me say all the time in connection with gardening and farming. It's all about the soil. Soil is alive. Anybody that understands soil, that is doing gardening, and they use the term dirt, they're not talking about the stuff your plant is growing in. Dirt and soil are two different things. Dirt is inert. Okay, it is crushed, worn down mineral deposit, essentially. Soil is alive. 1 teaspoon of soil has billions of life forms in it. Tiny microbial life that is essential for the process of growing any plant. There's a symbiotic relationship between the microbial content in soil and plant production. We'll get into that later. I'm not really into the whole science thing, but I will explain it in another video. But soil, it's all about the soil. So that built is our foundation. On top of that is the importance of good, healthy, non-polluted food production. On top of that is our health, the essence of life. So there you go, Ankh Farm. Again, I'm Stone. Subscribe, share, like videos, leave comments. This is how we know if we're giving you information of value or not. Welcome to our journey. Really hope that you enjoy it. Follow us on Facebook. I'll put a link in the description when I finally get around to posting this. Just come along for the ride. And please, 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 if it's a strawberry plant on your windowsill, grow something for your own food, please. Enjoy the channel. Stay in touch. We'll add videos as they're developed. Thanks for coming along. Bye.